Bing. And we're live for the first stream of Green Grapus podcast in the current year.
Hello, guys. My name is Francine.
and we've recently heard about the Great Chafing, or I think as someone else called it, the Women's March or something.
The Great Women's March or Washington. Oh, my thunder thighs. Oh, boy, they chafe.
Or as someone else recently pointed out, there was a fantastic correlation between this Women's March and an 8.0 earthquake on the other side of the planet.
I think it's because a lot of us love little chocolates. Delectable little chocolates.
All right, but no, enough fucking around. For real though, this is what I think of the Women's March. All right, so all these women, all these really obese.
Oh, this is gonna be a good theory.
Housewives got out there. They went on that march, right? A couple thousand of them, and then all of their phones started ringing all at once, and their husbands were like, "Honey, I need you to come home. Daniel's crying. I don't know what to fucking do. I need you to do the laundry, cook dinner. I got shit to do." And so they all had to rush back immediately.
You sure it wasn't them getting their cancellation messages on their Obama phones?
Yes.
I'm sorry, the line you have dialed is out of service. No, it's funny because you think that so many people are so conscientious. You think so many people are so conscientious of global warming would refuse to cause so much friction between their thighs.
Mm. But it's okay. Now we understand why world hunger is a problem.
Oh, I slept through apparently most of the fantastic shenanigans that were going on Twitter and whatnot.
But besides the Great Chafing, Black Lives Matter not only decided to be complete cunts in the real world during the inauguration and the post-inaugural ceremonies, they decided to start and get trending a hashtag so hilarious that shitlords across the internet couldn't help themselves but destroy it.
What's this?
You're so white.
Oh. Wait, let me guess. We had the usual suspects like Talcum X chiming in on that.
Yep.
It's like, Sean King, I'm sorry, buddy, but when you have to ambiguously imply that your mother was a whore in order to get some street cred, you're doing it wrong. You're fucking doing it wrong.
And
buddy, we'd have to shave the hair off your head to weigh how much of you is black, all right? And there's precious little of it left.
There we go. Yes, this particular tweet emphasizes this entire hashtag and just how hilarious it really is.
No. All right, let's see it.
Hold on. There we go. Yes. Let me just separate it.
Are you gonna screen share or what?
Screens.
Okay, the world is looking at you, staring, waiting.
You see, friends. Yes.
My God, You're slower than Nick with sharing links.
Do you see it? I'm sharing. I see myself sharing it.
I don't see it.
You say black people came from gorillas, but look at this.
Oh, that tweet. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go find it because I was sharing you and I couldn't see it anywhere. So let me. It's a fucked up tweet.
You want me to share you the link?
I got it.
Wow. I'm sharing the screen. I'm sharing the screen in the Hangout right now.
I don't see it.
Here, I'll share it for you. No. Here. I will share it. No. It's good. Look, it's cool. It's cool. You present it. There, you got it. You can present it. Had to go and kill the joke. God damn it. Killed the joke. Killed it.
Okay.
You don't see the link in the fucking chat, the group chat.
I see it in the chat,
The link,
and I am now
the
sharing
Twitter.
my screen.
Okay, do you?
You don't have to spam it to me. I have it showing.
All right, good. There you go. That, ladies and gentlemen, that, ladies and gentlemen, right there, perfectly personifies the entire "You're So White" hashtag.
That's so fucked up.
White people have lips and hair texture like monkeys. Black people have none of the above features. Yes. Yep. Definitely.
Why? What? Like, just... This is just...
Oh, I
fucking
love
wrong.
memes.
Fuck that shit. Oh, also, I'd like to go ahead and, for those of you who are not aware, it is possible to divide by 0, and you should not do it.
Ever.
So, I'm going to provide you some divide by 0 awareness today.
If you do it, you will create a black hole, and it will begin expanding rapidly and destroy everything.
There's this one moron named Craig on Twitter who decided to divide by 0.
Oh,
It was kind of like the never-ending song. We don't know exactly why he did it, but he did it.
Oh, my head hurts.
This is what happens when you start dividing by 0.
I think I'm having an
Not knowing
aneurysm
what it
out of
was.
sheer stupidity. So, thankfully, Craig realized that the only way to stop a black hole from forming
So
by dividing
then
by...
he stopped it, but not before it turned into this cancerous mess.
The only way to stop a singularity from forming is, of course, is to have the divide by 0 formula wrap back around into faggotry. And Craig did just that by making it loop back around.
Okay. And then, just so that you don't have, like, terrible feelings towards the rest of reality, here is this dog in a watermelon hat. It is staring at you, judging you.
Happiness.
Judging you for watching this shit show. Fyrick.
Hey, Varric's amazing. He's making a cake right now.
Shush.
A nice cake. And while he bakes this cake, he's yelling at himself for not being in the stream with us.
It's not his fault. He's a member of the Lollipop Guild. He has to take care of the cakes for everybody.
Lollipop Guild.
Let's see. Oh, what is this? Bernie Sanders. President Trump. He made a big mistake by trying to divide...
But
by trying to divide us by race, religion, gender, and nationality, it actually brought us closer. Did you not hear his speech, you old fucker? And then, of course, I look at this crowd, and it's this hodgepodge of pink and white, pink hats and white skin. If you're gonna go down that road, oh my god, it's just yet another fucking baiting tweet. Oh man, holy shit! What a fucking loser.
So.
Okay, I see it. I see it now.
Yes. So now, in recent news, a Donald Trump fan went crazy. His picture he sent out to the media.
I remember fucking getting that picture. God damn. That guy did not fucking expect it.
This is what happens when you go. This is what happens when you go on OMEGO, people. This is what happens. You get people like that who make weird faces at you.
Yeah, and that's just in between the many, many penises you'll see.
But I will say,
you start going in there, and it's like, that's a penis, that's a penis, that's a penis, that's two penises.
I got
that's
in
another
my
penis,
time,
and that's a penis that's smiling underneath MAGA.
of all those, the one picture that is ultimately cringeworthy, because if you guys know Call of Duty, you know Call of Duty is. But my friends, is the epitome of cancer.
Oh no, this poor guy.
In a Call of Duty ghost mask. Duty ghost uniform with a fake gun.
What a
and a headset.
Poor person. Like, just
that my friend.
that's so sad.
That's the denominator, people. You cannot divide by that. You can't do it. He is zero.
Oh, speaking of zero and denominators and shit, because I just feel like transitioning to this and whatnot.
Yes.
It turns out that the Google Effects and Draw apps will no longer work after April 25th of the current year.
Because Google is bad and they don't like fun apps.
I don't understand what they have against our artwork. We draw fantastic dicks on top of JJ's face. All right, so like, what the fuck? Why would they take this away from us?
Not only that, though, the effects, Google Effects. I'm a slap a hoe. All right.
Use the app. Okay.
Google Effects is amazing because I can do this whenever somebody says something stupid in the stream. Or whenever someone gets owned, you do this.
Rack 'em up.
Rack 'em up. But no, Google, no. We can't have nice things in Hangouts because
reasons, and the many that there apparently are.
It's okay, I understand. I know what happened. It was all the goddamn Thunder Thighs on Twitter who complained because they don't like dicks on faces.
As if they have a fucking department. A department of individuals who are on the lookout for this shit.
They're just like, at Google, please take away the fucking Google Draw and Google Effects app. Google, your wish is my command.
Like, Helen Toffee Rodriguez, what have you found? You know, because they have to have the hyphenated last names. What have you found over there? I found some guy who's able to draw on top of women's faces. Oppression!
Hello, my name is Julio. How may I help you? Yes, I need you to take away the Google Effects app. 1 second, ma'am.
Just wreck my shit. I got you, fam. Okay, so remember how feminism is supposed to be about, like, not reducing you to your genitals? Well, I saw a fantastic picture from the march yesterday. Apparently, it was them reducing themselves to their genitals. Wait, fam, it gets better. Hex the patriarchy. Hex.
I don't know what's worse, this or that
look at his
picture
face.
you have.
Look.
No,
look
this
at
is
man.
a tough. This is a tough call, man. I don't know what's worse, this or that picture you have of Anita Sarkeesian's eyes. Those eyes. The fucking.
Oh, hold on a second. I think I know what you're talking about, where she's just like staring at you.
Yeah.
It's like she's breathing.
Yeah. It's like she can see into your soul.
You see this dog? He is judging you, Max. He is judging the ghost of the notorious Max Sand right now.
Shut up, Craig.
Good God. It's like... And then there's this.
No, go back to that other picture real quick.
This one?
That guy in the glasses, does he remind you of someone?
I don't know. Like,
of a faggot who pals around with another faggot?
I guess if you like...
A Canadian?
Maybe if it was their illegitimate child.
He reminded me of a certain faggot who thinks they're a game developer.
Oh, you must be talking about Sargon. No, not Sargon. Anyway. And there's this one. Hold on. I feel violated, and it's this face inside of this fucking headgear. I'm not gonna dignify this by calling it a hat. This is fucking headgear.
What the fuck, man?
Like, that is one crazy wraparound beard you've got going on there.
I don't even understand why someone would.
And then look at this. Like, this presumably is a mother inside that hat and that headgear with that daughter. Like, this photo of them is immortalized for the rest of history. This poor little child is going to be forever embarrassed because of this person. Because of this person.
Wearing that thing.
It's not even like a bad high school photo or something. It's like your mom was literally wearing a vagina hat.
At a protest with a bunch of thunder thighs.
Oh, Max, you're just giving the wrong message. You see, you are fucking garbage. This is another fucking thing that I thankfully missed out on. Was this fucking Kawaii app going around?
Oh.
Oh shit, let's see if Bat sent me a link.
Yay.
Majority of 230 protesters arrested on Inauguration Day will face 10 years in prison and $25,000 fine as U.S. Attorney says they will be charged with felony rioting. You know, that as they should. So I saw these riots on news and whatnot. These are the people who tipped over trash cans and sat on the ground and shrieked while giving the metal horns. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the autistic screeching individual in green was given the fucking devil horns salute.
And for all you Anon fags, you're gonna be like,
come on, you're not metal, you're fucking autistic.
For all you Anon fags, and I say that with some streak of kindness and whatever, but the difference between these faggots that rioted and the anonymous protests a couple years ago is those people just pulled down some gates and fences that police put up. These people actually fucking destroyed property and assaulted police officers.
Well, they knocked out windows at several places.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, they list a few of them here. Starbucks, McDonald's, and Bank of America. You know, Bank of America, they can fucking pay for new windows with all the fees they charge.
And resisted arrest and assaulted police officers. So,
yeah, speaking of assaulting police officers, it's not like that has precedent for people going to jail recently. It's just like, come on, guys. Let's see, you just had to use tear gas, pepper spray, and flashbangs in the mob. I'm sure they had big fucking smiles on when they did it, too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, they fucked up Larry King's SUV. I'm sure that's why they were even arrested. I like how like this is the Daily Mail, which is, as far as publications go, a steaming pile of a dumpster fire, comprised almost exclusively of shit. But
almost, Craig.
Almost exclusively of shit. So they say a violent rampage. remember, these are peaceful protests.
Peaceful
protests.
Peace.
Look at this. He is waving valiantly his bat of peace.
No, Craig. Craig.
Against these windows of oppression.
Craig. He's making friends with the window, but the window didn't want to be friends.
Look at him. Look at this window of oppression. Any reflection that might come out of it is complete patriarchy.
Craig, he was obviously lonely and he wanted to be friends with the window.
And look at this crusader for justice imploding a windshield of oppression. How dare this person park in a parking spot? Fuck them. Just look at all these people taking pictures in the background.
For real. It's like,
this person. Okay, look, this mask right here is an industrial mask. You're not supposed to use this like outside of a chemical setting because it's not for stupid shit like this.
But
and then they've got, look at this fucking symbol on her arm. It's like she tried to Triforce and fucked up.
The fuck, man. A nurse rinses pepper spray out of...
Like, I wear masks like this when I'm dealing with shit that's like smoking or like it's 700 degrees Fahrenheit in front of me. Which, oddly enough, corresponds well with the next activity I see here.
Arson.
Look at this.
Arson. There you go. That's fun.
No. Clearly, this limousine was enacting some form of racial injustice. Just look how black it is. And it's clearly too expensive for people who are black. I mean, obviously that's what's going on here, right? It couldn't at all be that they were just like being crazy hypocritical assholes and throwing shit around.
And committing acts of arson on an expensive limousine.
Speaking of arson, here is this tool of the state coming in to stop the freedom fire.
Freedom fire.
And here is this. And here officers are spraying down protesters with male tear gas.
They're lucky that they only got tear gas.
Which is sexual assault, by the way, because male tears are semen. Oh wow! Look, and this right here. This is the smoke of sanity, which is coming from the freedom fire over in the corner. We the people is what they wrote on this thing before they fucking lit it on fire. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Here we're going to symbolize ourselves with we the people, and then we're going to light this shit on fire.
No, like, what do you think that the business person who owned that limousine was thinking when they saw their limousine fucking burning? It just like,
dude, I would just call the office and say, like, I would just tell them what's going on in a very calm manner and say, I am taking the rest of the day off. Your property is at such and such location. Please send additional police because there are already people here.
Like I can just imagine being like a businessman looking out my window from like 3 stories and seeing my limousine on fire and be like, nope.
And look at this one. It must have been a fucking run on Starbucks because they blew right through the windows. And
they're burning.
This is even better. They purchased Trump shirts so they could burn them.
Not remember, they purchased Trump t-shirt, not stole, purchased.
Like this, holy shit. Let's see, anarchy just 2 blocks from the White House. Well, I mean, it's kind of a controlled burn, really. Oh man. And then another. This is like one of those things where you see like the 50 people taking a picture around a single stupid, insignificant thing like a trash can on fire. This is one of those kinds of images that came out. So thank you, Getty Images, for that fantastic image of a single hat on fire, which completely captures the context of everything. And again, this one here, an American flag on fire. Oh, that's great. I mean, you know, there's the freedom of speech aspect, and then there's stupid shit like this. I don't know. Let's just start burning public property as well as private property. Fuck the noise. Let's just go after it. Oh my god. Now let's see. Camera, 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 camera way above, camera, 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 camera,
I
and
wonder
another
how
phone.
many of these people are going to claim that they were only there because they were photographing what other people were doing.
Oh, I
Like,
bet you it's going to be the majority.
I wasn't a protester. I wasn't a rioter. I was just taking pictures. I swear.
You know what I hear? You know what I hear whenever I hear someone making that kind of a claim? Autistic screeching.
It's like it wasn't me, officer. It was the
Lots of
no-armed man. The no-armed man, I tell you.
This single fucking masterpiece of a mural. This brilliant painting on the side of a building. Like this right here, this is the beginning of 2017. This is
I want to see memes.
start.
I want to see more memes of this picture. I want to see more
Fantastic
memes
start of our current year. Autistic screeching at the inauguration.
Meme magic is real, people. Meme magic is real.
Praise Keck.
Praise Keck. Lord
And then,
Keck Master 69 swag.
Here is a pair of officers who had clearly too much cabbage and bratwurst because they are unleashing horrific gases from their rear ends. And then this is a person protecting themselves with a rainbow flag because they watched too much My Little Ponies.
No, go back to that picture real quick. All right, just think about this. This dude.
This one.
Yes, this dude is surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4 SWAT officers. And he's just standing there like a jackass. Like in that officer
let's
right
see.
there.
Camera.
Look at these.
Oh, and look at this! Look at this right here! Look at this! Look at this! There's 2 military backpacks, and then that poster, and then another camera. Okay.
No, just look at the 2 officers though, real quick. They're just like, what the fuck is that person?
It's like, bruh, really?
What the fuck are you doing?
Bruh, stop it. And then there's this nitwit. You know, it's funny. I bet they even purchased expired cartridges.
Probably.
Or the wrong ones.
Which is bad, and you could actually.
You're supposed to get the P100s for organics, nitwits.
You can get hurt from fucking not doing it correctly.
Also, I'm pretty sure that this mask right here is totally going to stop this baton and this shield. Total protection right there. Also, why the fuck are you wearing sunglasses like a moron on top of that mask? That mask, by the way,
he's not even wearing sunglasses.
That's improperly sized.
Yeah. So are sunglasses. They're
large mask, which I have to use, and you are clearly at least
those sunglasses are
medium,
way too
if not
big
a
for that
size
person's
small.
face. Those sunglasses are way too big for the face, too. Way too big.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then, oh, look here, more Freedom Fire.
Freedom Fire!
And more tear gas being released. And more tear gas. Oh, no, that's pepper spray. Wait, what the fuck happened to this guy?
I don't know.
Officer falls to the ground. There's another. Okay. What? I don't care.
I don't care.
Let's see. Flashbang grenades and pepper spray to subdue a destructive crowd.
Yay.
And oh, look, there it is. Colored hair.
That's an SJW. Let's play a game, guys. How many SJWs can you spot in this picture?
Well, let's see. This guy has the characteristic low brow of a low IQ. This person has a fro because everyone told him he should have one. And this person's covering their face because they're fuck ugly. And this person's wearing a ski goggles because they're on the slopes of Mount Everest.
That person with the face mask right next to the guy in the green hat, he's definitely just trying to be anonymous. The guy in the green hat looks like a dumbass.
Look at this person in the back. What the fuck happened to your eyebrows? Did you burn half of them off in the freedom fires?
It looks like she burned half and she waxed the other half.
Look, she's trying to look angry and intrigued at the same time. Leave her alone. Oh, wait, and spotted some hipster glasses, and this guy is eating his mask. That's great. And this person is smoking right next to everyone else. What an inconsiderate bastard. Uh-oh, let's see. Trump's inauguration audience. Trump's inauguration attendance is not as expected, and the National Mall sat half empty left compared to Barack Obama's 2009 inauguration turnout on the right. Well, you know, it's funny they should mention that because of all the disruption with getting in there, too. Let's see. And then, past inaugurations saw higher to blah, blah, blah. Uh-oh, don't normalize Trump. This one's great. The future is feminist. Not at the rates you guys are getting at. Pussy grabber in chief.
I gotta give these people credit. At least they come up with good puns. They have good puns.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
What's that?
Shit. Nothing. Sorry, I was playing a game real quick. All right. Biker for Trump. All right, that's awesome. That is awesome.
There they are. It's Willie Nelson, Willie Nelson's lookalike, Willie Nelson's other lookalike, and then Bob, the builder up top, and another Willie Nelson lookalike down below. And then more bikers for Trump. And look, all the porta potties where they go and fuck in.
No, notice something about the bikers for Trump pictures. There are no SJWs there because SJWs don't want to fuck with bikers.
Oh man, one of the fucking funniest things is that twat waffle in the video talking about like dropping a liter of butyric acid in a building. Which I could tell you, yeah, that would probably do the trick. You would be able to knock out like the bottom half of a freaking skyscraper with that shit. It's probably. Basically smells. So butyric acid is one of the breakdown products in butter. So it's the smell of rancid butter. It's also the smell of vomit. And it doesn't it's not very volatile, but it doesn't take a whole lot to set your nose off. So I've worked with N-butanol before. And 2-butanol. And N-butanol, when it oxidizes, turns into butyric acid, and like a very tiny amount of it turns into that on contact with air, and it smells horrific. So, like between that and having worked with the stuff before, go ahead.
What would happen if you mix that with liquid oxygen?
It would smell awful. After it thawed out. Really? No, I've worked with pure butyric acid as well, and that stuff, you don't even have to open the fucking container. Like you store that shit in several containers to keep the smell down. So, like they're talking about dropping a liter of that shit. That is chemical terrorism. Like that is a chemical weapon at that point. It's not just a stink bomb.
Yeah, no, that's what I was about to say was like, I mean, yeah, it'd probably work, but then you'd get arrested and you'd go to jail for the next 20 years. So, like, is it really
that's the funny thing is, I think a lot of the people who were conspiring, like the Project Veritas people, the people that they outed, I think a lot of those guys were arrested on charges of conspiring to commit it.
Acts of terrorism.
Acts of terrorism or some other kind of craziness.
Well, it's like, do they really think they're going to get away with it? No.
Well, I mean, with the shit-eating grin on his face, you'd think so. Let's see. And then there's this gem. It looks like Donald Trump's inauguration cake was copied from Obama's cake. Now I have to ask, what do the inauguration cakes look like in the past? But at the same time, I really don't care. Is there anything they don't steal? Oh man. Obama, Trump. Okay.
Obama. Obama. You know that. Well, that's what I'm gonna miss is the Obama memes. I'm gonna miss all the Obama. For the last
I don't think they're all
time
gonna go
ever,
away.
I get to say this. Thanks, Obama,
For what?
for leaving office. We need to get that trending, people. Everyone who watches this. For the last time. Thanks, Obama.
Oh yeah, I saw something a while back. This is another one. So this is a game which I think is actually pretty good game. It's Potato or Amy Schumer, and I have to tell you, it's very difficult.
I pick Potato.
Well,
I pick that one, the one on the far left.
Well, no, I mean, can you distinguish any of these pictures?
No, but I like
No?
the potato on the far left that's smiling at me a little bit. Though, I mean, it kind of looks like the
With
potato.
the smiley face?
Yeah, but it looks
This
like it looks like the potato right under it, which is also a potato. Yes, that potato. Yeah, potato. Oh my God.
Cringe.
No, like if you took her eyes and photoshopped them onto the potato above it, there'd be no difference.
Hold on a second. These two dead eyes onto these two dead eyes.
You get potato.
And then, you know what there is after that? Gay silence. Oh no, that sucks. Oh man. Oh. Varric, where the hell did you go? You need to help us divide by zero,
Yeah, Varric.
goddammit. Oh shit. White women, we have a lot to make up for. I want you to notice the color of the hand holding this. Shame. Shame. We have a lot to make up for. White feminism voted for a racist, ableist, jingoist, misogynist con man. The least qualified person ever elected. See, cultural appropriation. You have to apologize for collaboration and willful ignorance.
Oh God! Erasing
So,
women of
white
color.
women, why did you work together? You have to apologize for
Erasing
this.
women of color from our history.
Holy shit.
Oh shoot!
Oh man. These people. Why? There's this shit. Piers Morgan, one of the more execrable people on the planet, getting into a tiff with Lily Allen, who is only a hair less important than him, which is to say he's not very important. Oh, and then I found out that there's this person who was leading the Women's March yesterday,
Oh.
who was a fucking PLO apologist. That'd be the militant arm of the Hamas.
Yes.
For the Palestinians. Like, I bet she's a fucking BDS supporter too. Oh man. What the fuck was this? Look at Why are you so obsessed with it? Just like, what the fuck?
Why are you so obsessed with it? What the fuck? What the fuck? No, it just like, how? Oh, how can they be that stupid? How can anyone be that fucking stupid?
I'll show you how.
They can't.
See, this is Ashley Judd.
Oh, god damn it, Craig. God damn it, Craig.
You see where she's looking for inspiration? The inside of her empty skull.
I don't know what's worse, that picture or the famous picture of Hillary Clinton during the campaign where she's like, what? She's just like tweaking out.
Max, I have to tell you, that was
Good
absolute
morning.
nonsense. Welcome back, Vyric.
Pleasure to be back.
So, what kind of
Hey,
absolute
Mike
nonsense have you heard recently?
Mike Pence is not absolute nonsense. He's just a moron.
All right, that's a warning for you.
Geez, there's a lot
Oh
of
yeah, I have to
nonsense
show
going
you
on.
something else here. You know, it's just this Ashley Judd thing. You see,
Oh god,
This is-
not again.
this is from Ted. Ted, who talks about ideas worth spreading. Ideas worth spreading.
Did you say ideas worth men spreading?
No. These are ideas worth spreading. And the comments are disabled for this video.
Well, so much for the marketplace of ideas.
No, you see, this is Ashley Judd talking about the online abuse of women.
Oh look, they
Which is
disabled
just like-
likes and dislikes.
Yeah, they disabled likes and comments.
Hey, did you know
Sorry, ratings
that
and
if you're in an area that you don't feel comfortable being in, you could leave that area?
Nonsense.
Did you know that safe spaces should be destroyed forever? People should just be triggered until they get used to being triggered.
Oh, all right. Bats is harping on this. We have to discuss the cake. In
The
detail.
cake.
Yes.
The copying of the cake. Okay.
Vyric, what is your take on the copy cake?
What I would
I'll
like
have
to
say-
see is
What is
I want
your
to
take on
check
copy
all
cake
the
cake?
different other cakes. Like, I want to see if there's a historical precedence for this. If
All right,
every
well,
inauguration cake is
go
similar.
Oh, this sounds like you need to go to Google.
Yes, we have to find George W. Bush's cake. There you go. Find Bush's cake.
Okay, let's see.
If his cake is different from Obama's, then there you go.
Okay, Google inauguration.
This is probably not going to get the result you want.
Nope,
Probably not.
I'm going to look anyway.
Wrecked.
Well, let's see. Mediaite. Duff Goldman's inaugural cake. Ball cake. Blah. This one's specialty cakes. No, that's not it. Presidential inauguration cake.
Wait a minute.
Nope,
Go
that's-
back to the presidential inauguration cake. Is that like a Wikipedia entry?
This is from Pop Curious.
All
which I
right.
have a
Well,
feeling
let's
is, like,
do
not-
that on. Click on it and let's see if it's
Oh,
standard.
Why? A sweet presidential inauguration cake. Pastry King Duff Goldman is executive chief for Baltimore's Charm City Cakes, which was featured in Food Net. Blah blah blah.
All right, never mind. It's
Here's
not
the
what I
cake he
thought.
created for the 2013 Commander-in-Chief Ball, honoring the re-election and inauguration of President Obama. So this is the second in a row for Obama, same exact cake. And then, of course, there's the cake that was commissioned for President Trump. Okay, well, it still doesn't rule anything out there, you know. Inauguration cakes. All.
Oh, I can't
Let's see,
find George W. Bush.
WAPO, Washington Post, which has no history of bias, mind you.
Of course.
Absolutely none. Zero.
None whatsoever.
Not fake news, right? I mean, they're totally without bias. So,
100%.
Their thing here is Trump's inaugural cake was commissioned to look exactly like Obama's, Baker says. Okay, the cake on the left is one I made for President Obama's inauguration 4 years ago. One on the right is Trump's. I didn't make it. Well, Mr. Goldman, tough shit for you.
I didn't know you could patent cake designs.
Well, I mean, you could copyright the design, but
he could copyright the recipe. The recipe for the cake, sure, not the design, no.
Wait a second. Let me drop this here.
But I mean, if he didn't copyright the cake recipe, then like he has no complaining ground at all.
Let's see. Blah blah blah. Close that shit. All right. So, Charm City.
I couldn't find George Bush's cake from 2000, so I don't know.
George Bush inauguration cakes.
Couldn't find it.
Let's see. Minus Trump. Minus Obama. First, you break 4,800 eggs. Holy shit. Well,
that's a lot of eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Published January 18, 1989. Oh, it's not gonna have a fucking picture. God damn it.
That's gay.
Images.
Oh.
Huh.
No.
Yeah, none of these look like it.
Maybe it's that one. No.
Inaugural ball.
This just in. Craig wants ball cakes.
Lol. You can't find it. This will be spoken about for 8 years. This is the bane of Trump's presidency.
Sounds about
right. You don't understand, Batman. She's going to win, okay? We're going to find it. We will be able to find the cakes.
He could still win.
No,
here comes
listen.
Bernie Sanders with a steel chair.
It is like we're gonna see take over Congress.
Look,
like Brianna.
I'm looking under the goddamn Google search. Obviously, this is information you can use to prove their cakes are identical. Reagan, this is a President Reagan cake right here. Definitely has everything to do with the inauguration. Absolutely positive proof.
Chris Reagan.
God.
President Chris Reagan, right? He was a president?
Wait. Why is he president?
President of killing yourself.
Kill yourself.
Yeah, but like that's his shtick. Okay.
So what I think happened was Obama was like, "Yo, Bush, I like the cake you had when you became president. I'ma copy it."
When you became president. Mm-hmm.
He's like, "All right, man, you can copy it, no problem." And then Trump's like, "Yo, Obama, I like the cake you had. I'ma copy it." And Obama's like, "All right, cool," like that.
You know, as long as he doesn't copy all of his policies, that's okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Still no word on which one tasted better. Well, I mean, you know,
I gotta be honest with you. Fancy cakes like that, when you put that amount of decoration into them, they're never really that good.
Yeah, most of them taste like packing material.
Pretty much.
And that's kind of what they're made out of at that point. So
I bet you everyone took like one bite of the cake just to be nice.
Pretty much.
And
it's like a wedding cake. It's the same idea.
Well, I will say
Just
this: throughout the years, like you have gotten a little bit better tasting fondant and stuff, but it still amounts to the cornstarch being flavored and mixed with marshmallow to form a putty. So basically, all those fancy designs and everything you see there is literally edible putty.
Yeah. You know, it's also funny how it's kind of on a tilt. If you look in the picture.
yeah,
It happens. It has a tendency to shift during moving. Can you imagine how many times they move that shit?
It's like at a fucking it looks like it's just the table buckling under the weight. Like it looks like it's at a 5-degree. Well, all right, we'll call it like a 2-degree angle from the vertical. Like it is the Leaning Tower of Pisa right now, ready to go splat. Oh man. All right, I dropped the link into I'll drop the link in GGP. You can have it too. Come on in, fuckers. Bats, you should quit your day job briefly so that you can come in and say hi.
yes,
But
Bats.
I think he's hankering for a 7 Days to Die stream later, which will be fine. So yeah, there we go. We'll advertise that shit here. 7 Days to Die later. Come watch us fuck around and die from zombies. It'll be all kinds of fun. How long have we been going for? Oh, look, almost an hour. Because we're kind of running out of steam on this, and it's not like we had a whole lot to talk about. We just kind of jumped in because people were bored. We hadn't streamed, and it's already current year, so what the fuck's up with that? People having shit to do and whatnot. Oh, there's Bats.
This is me coming in briefly to say hi. Now I have to get back to work.
Wait, Bats. God damn it, Bats.
Okay, that was good.
He's like, all right, Craig, I'll give you exactly what you're asking for, but nothing more.
That was very much a response in kind with the demand. All right, Max, what are you doing later tonight?
Not much.
All right, well,
yeah,
maybe
I
we'll
have to go.
try
Actually,
to plan this shit a little bit.
Yeah, I actually have to go soon because I have to do some laundry, and then I have a couple errands to run today. So fun stuff.
Yeah,
but
same. But yeah,
I don't know,
so
I'll be free anytime around supper to late night. So
okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Oh shit!
And
going.
the last thing I have to say before we kill the stream is the Nintendo Switch.
You're killing it already?
The new Xbox 360 people.
Yeah, we're killing it already.
Woo!
Why?
Woo! You guys ready for that 720p 30 frames a second? I am fucking stoked.
All right, Varric, what do you want to talk about?
That's it. I'm done.
Well, let's see. What did you cover?
We laughed at the global warming inducing rubbing thunder thighs from yesterday, and the inauguration shenanigans from the day before, and then the inaugural ball cake, which is apparently a copy of a copy of a copy.
Right.
And and not a whole lot more beyond that, aside from some funny pictures of lesbians wearing vagina hats.
Did you talk about Adams ruins everything? Ruining Adam ruins everything?
No, but I'm pretty sure that was about as funny as a fart in a spacesuit.
No, it's pretty much Adam ruins everything being so cringeworthy to try to inject identity politics back into gaming when he's failed to do it before multiple times on multiple levels.
What's the history of this guy? He got started on College Humor, and I guess he's made a bunch of connections that are dubious.
He was a failed comedian, and then he started his YouTube bullshit.
Uh-huh.
And then he got really lucky to have a buddy who had connections, who's got him some connections, and he built his way up from there off of luck and snark. And yeah, I don't understand how he has an audience, but I mean, that's cool. He has an audience that's willing to.
Well, this is what
add his
caught me off guard about it, because I was watching his show on True TV, and there are several episodes he made which they don't have an ID poll spin, they don't have a political leaning, and he actually cites studies and provides the studies, which is why when I saw this episode, which was striking like a very familiar chord when I was looking at all the figures that he was making up, or no, I'm not going to say making up, but putting out there that maybe were made up by somebody else.
This is the thing about Adam. He doesn't so much make up figures as much as he takes figures that exist but are horribly, like, criminally misunderstood and taken at face value. For example, when they say there are more women gamers than there are men gamers in the world, on face value, yeah, that's true. But then you look at it, it's like, oh, that's only because there are more women that play mobile games.
Well,
Sure.
what's the only barrier to gaming that you know of, Max?
I can't really think of much.
If we're talking about video gaming, what's the only barrier?
Having a device to play a game on.
Which costs what?
Yeah,
Nothing.
money.
Exactly. The only barrier to gaming is financial.
Well, no, see, this is the thing. This is really the biggest argument which is why people are pushing. And I actually kind of agree with this. Kind of. It's like playing Candy Crush on your phone for 5 fucking minutes does not make you a gamer. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Well, there are many people who would agree with you that actually do play Candy Crush. They're not doing it because they want to be a gamer, get into something like that. They need to spend about 5 minutes waiting for the train, or they're in the doctor's office and they're looking for something to take up the 15 to 20 minutes they're going to be waiting for before they get seen.
No, I'm not knocking people who play those mobile games. I mean, I despise smartphones and the app marketplace on phones with a passion, but that's because I'm biased. But still, yeah. I'm not saying people shouldn't play them. They can play their apps to their heart's content, but playing those apps does not necessarily make you a gamer.
No, they're just looking for something to occupy time while they wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listening to a couple of punk rock tracks on the radio doesn't make you a fucking ska faggot, you know? It's like you have to be part of that in-group or not, and that in-group is self-selective. By the way, I found the fucking hero from the march yesterday.
That is so great. That's hilarious.
Yeah. There's no barrier to entry, Varric. There's no barrier to entry, Varric, but there is the idea, and this goes with any culture, that you have to actually get to know the culture that you want to be a part of.
Or at least live it.
You know, that involves not only an investment of money, but time. So,
also, there's
there
this.
You go.
What's that?
She's complaining because she thinks Donald Trump finds her attractive, and she thinks that means he can grab her. But of course, not her cousin.
I would argue that Seamanities may not be President Trump's animal of choice for sexual attractiveness.
Speaking of sea manatees,
why are they all thunder thighs, man?
Speaking of which, this woman hopes to have as many rights as a gun someday.
So she wants to be registered and forbidden from going into public spaces and schools.
Well, no, I mean, if we're gonna
She
treat
wants to
her
have
like
a serial number stamped into her arm.
Yeah.
no, like if
Oh,
she
that
wants
one's
to
so
be a
well.
gun, I mean, like,
You know.
this is how guns are
I can
treated.
tell
This is
you
how
from
guns are
my
treated.
family's personal past, having a fucking
No,
number
this is how
stenciled
guns
into your
are
wrist
treated.
doesn't help.
Man. Like, you're not your gun has to be locked up at home,
Yeah.
securely, and you're not
Without
allowed.
bullets in it.
Yep.
And you're not allowed to take it anywhere unless you have fucking the proper documentation.
Well, some states are a little bit more lenient about it. Really, all you need.
Oh, she doesn't look like a Texan. She looks like she came straight out of California's warehouse.
But no, dude, fucking that sounds
She's
like
got
some
fucking cotton candy ponytail going on too.
that sounds like some Sharia law bullshit. Right?
Like, unless she had her head under somebody who was recently free bleeding, I think that's hair dye.
Oh, speaking of free bleeding, thanks for the segue.
Oh God.
I was arguing with somebody about how feminine hygiene products are not a tax on their gender
No, they're not.
because it's not a matter of you're being charged extra.
You know, it's funny that she.
Oh, they're gonna.
person
Were you
like
guys
this would say
arguing
this.
about the pink tax? Is that what you were? The pink tax that's like
Look at
doesn't
this.
actually.
It's hard to talk
fucking-
your dick in my mouth. My dick wouldn't be anywhere near you, you free bleeding crazy person.
Ugh!
Ah!
Ugh! Ugh!
I'm sure
Like,
that's
I
not
know that's
makeup.
probably a tax.
I
I know
don't
that's.
care if that's makeup. If that's makeup, then I hope that this person's really bad complexion is also makeup.
Sure, it's not like a troll op going on there.
Yeah, no, like I'm pretty
Well,
sure that's
no,
like
it's funny
just
because this person doesn't have a dick in their mouth. Someone should Photoshop that shit in.
like, that's still disgusting. I know that's probably fake blood, but that's still
I
disgusting.
still can't believe that that cake was on like a almost 7-degree tilt.
How did it not fall? How did it not fall?
They put little
Oh yeah, I
They put
forgot,
little-
Eric.
plastic pieces in it.
Here you go. These are the pictures we were looking at earlier.
The vaginas.
These are proud people not objectifying their own.
Now, see, this is how you correctly divide by zero, Craig. A vagina inside of a.
Then there's this one, which was Hex. Hex.
Hex the
The
patriarchy.
patriarchy.
So I have a
Yeah, right here. This poor girl who went to this fucking bullshit with her mom.
I
Like,
have a
this,
dare
this
for
person
you.
has permanently scarred this person.
And this is how you even worse divide by zero.
I
Yes,
have a
we've
dare
come full
for
circle.
you. I dare you to go to this place, select a game, and play it. One of them is only 10 seconds long. I don't know if you can call something 10 seconds long game, but here we are. Maybe you want to screen share it for the benefit of the folks watching.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out, guys. I gotta.
All right.
Max, you're gonna miss something great here.
Oh, it's
I'll stay
why
for-
Ananthropy.
I'll stay for one. Oh God.
One game is all I'm going
Oh,
to give
God.
this.
Look, there's one right there. Queers in Love at the End of the World. 10 seconds.
I'm clicking it. I'm blaming you. Oh, should I support the game?
Oh God.
Begin. The end of like what? I'm
Time's
not gonna
running
do
out.
anything. I'm doing nothing. Everything is wiped away.
What could be a better ending?
Restart. And in the end, like you always said, it's just the two of you together. You have 10 seconds, so there's so much you want to do. All right, kiss her. Hungrily. A whimper. Lick your wounds. I don't know what the fuck I just agreed to there, but it looks like some kind of crazy Eula. Okay, restart. Tell her. What? Fuck yeah. Bite me. Teeth. Reality. Damn it. I almost hit God. Okay, no, I
What, are you
gotta
trying to
guess
get the
something
secret ending?
else. She
You
can't
can't
let
do
go.
it.
They all failed.
You can't do it.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm even. Like I said, it looks like some kind of crazy Eula, and just this is all click wrap.
This is
Oh,
gay.
welcome
Start,
to the majority
hold
of
her.
Ananthropy's games.
No, where's Crusher? breathing, calm you, breathe in, breathe out. What the fuck?
Someone needs to write. Someone needs
Breathe
to
in,
fucking
breathe
Take her.
out.
Someone
What?
needs to stop the.
Put her hand up your skirt. Holy shit, wall of text. Well, that's a thing. Kiss
It's
her.
horribly bad.
Fiercely. Cry. Terrified. Bawling. Huh. Your tears are everything that's new. Okay, I'll click the afterword. Okay, on Tumblr. I don't want to know.
That should be the end of it. I found it on Tumblr.
That was your fault. That was all your fault.
And tell me not.
I don't even know what the fuck I agreed to.
Were
I could be
texts not
fucking-
had?
And now
I
and
could
with
be
that,
fucking-
I'm gonna go. But all I have to say is, Varric, you ruined it.
Like, I might have
You
just
ruined it, and I'm
agreed
leaving.
to be Bill Gates' cabana boy for the next 8 years. I have no idea.
All right. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for
Yeah.
the text.
Absolutely.
I'm
thank-
definitely going to archive that and replay it in WebM format for other people.
I want to know what the fuck I agreed to there. Okay, yeah, thank
Listen,
you.
when NFP comes to your door and knocks on it and demands to
I'm showing
sleep
up with
on
a
the couch,
shotgun.
but you already clicked accept, so it's just,
Good. She can get to the couch if she's fast enough. Okay.
all right. Good night or good day, everybody.
Yep. Thank you for joining, Vyric and Max. We'll
It's a
have a
pleasure
stream
as
later.
always.
We'll have a stream later for 7 Days to Die. We'll be fucking around there.
Oh
I'm sure
boy.
that's totally going to happen, and it's definitely going to be on time whenever the time is announced. Which will probably
Yes,
be about 5 minutes before it
punctuality
happens.
has been our strong suit.
Hey, I have been better about this than Sarge. Like, at least we start streams on the day we say we need one.
Yeah, I'll agree to that. There's three things that we don't always adhere to: punctuality and brevity.
Sure. Okay. With that, I'll go ahead and stop this shit.